Hello everybody, today we are going to make a sourdough bread loaf. This is advanced baking. So our ingredients today are a sourdough starter, flour, water, 370 milliliters of water, and a splash of salt. So our first thing to do is get our sourdough starter started. So a sourdough starter is just natural yeast. We're not using packet yeast, this is all natural stuff. So it's just flour and water. So you put in 50 grams of flour, 50 milliliters of water, and mix it up and just leave it. Put it in a jar and leave it. And you wait until it's doubled in size and got lots of little areoles in it. So as is natural, this could take a few days or it could take a few weeks. It's just natural, you've got to wait for it to happen. So I did that, it would be a very long video. So here's one I've done earlier. Nice sourdough starter, all ready to go. That took about a week to do. Anyway, it's all ready to go. So our first job is to put 370 milliliters of water in a bowl, add 100 grams of sourdough starter, a splash of salt, and 500 grams of plain flour, and then we'll mix it all up. Okay, now that's all mixed up. We just leave it to rest for half an hour, and then we've got to do a series of stretch and folds. Very interesting. So here we go. Okay, so you get your hands in, stretch and fold. And we go around the whole dough, side by side, stretch and fold. Stretch and fold. Stretch and fold. And we stretch and fold 3 or 4 times every half an hour. So it takes about 2 hours to get through this stage. Stretch and fold. So that's all done. Stretch and fold for 4 times every half an hour. And now we just cover it up and leave it to double in size. This is called bulk fermentation. This could take a couple of hours, 3 or 4 maybe. As this is natural, there's no set time. Just let it do what it wants to do. See you later. Okay, so that seems to have risen lovely. That's taken 3 or 4 hours and that's risen beautifully. So now we've got to empty that out and then shape it into a nice little round bowl. That'd be lovely. Okay, so that seems to have risen lovely. That's taken 3 or 4 hours and that's risen beautifully. So that's all shaped nicely. So now we've got to empty that out and then shape it into a nice little round bowl. That'd be lovely. So that looks all quite good. Not a lot wrong with that, I don't think. And now we stick it in the fridge for 24 hours. I told you it was a long job. So our next job is to preheat the oven very, very hot. You're going to want something to put your bread in, and also you want to put some water in your oven. We need steam for sourdough bread. So that's our next job. So our dough's been in the fridge for about 10 hours or so overnight. Time to get it out. Stick it in our preheated wok or skillet or baking tray and whack it in the oven for 30 minutes. So 30 minutes with the steam, and then take the water out, and another 10 minutes without the steam. And before you put it in, you've got to slash it with a razor blade. That should all be done by now. Now it's time for the big reveal. Let's see what our loaf looks like. So there you are. Phil's sourdough loaf of bread.
Right.
Thanks for watching.